Hello, and welcome back to While the Maelstrom Churns. My name is Daesvail, and I'm here to give you another recount of news happening in the World of Warcraft universe. First off, Blizzard surprised many this week. In only 2 days, they released 300,000 invites to the Mist of Pandaria beta. All of those were to annual pass holders, so while I know it may seem hard to wait, Blizzard is indeed trying to get us all in as fast as possible. As for other blue posts this week, Mindark came out with a concern about Chi Wave, a healing spell used by Mistweaver monks. As he pointed out some issues, Ghostcrawler came back with a response of, "The design of Chi Wave is as it jumps from hostile to friendly to hostile to friendly and so on. It prefers the closest target, and in the next build, we'll try to prefer players over pets and guardians. The way we use it internally is to cast it on the tanks, which causes it to hit the boss, and then back to the tank, and so on. We agree, missing is pretty punitive, but I believe Mistweavers don't have the spirit to hit conversion mechanic of healers. Looks like monk heals are really starting to be tweaked, as they don't really have the smart heals as a shaman do." Bitter also received some feedback from Ghostcrawler on how quests will now auto-give you an item specific to your spec at the time. Ghostcrawler pointed out that quest gear is always replaced quickly. There are other areas to get gear, such as some vendors, crafting, and so on. And there are many quest lines, and it should be easy for you to get gear for your off-spec if you really need it that badly. And now for some community news. Immamoonkin from the MMO-Champion forums has been searching about archaeology on the beta. While he found it to be in a pretty buggy state still, he found some interesting changes to it as well. He noticed after the normal 3 finds at a site, the icon would stay there, for a maximum of up to 9 finds. This might be a way of Blizzard compensating for how they want you to spend less time flying in this profession compared to digging. Also, after solving some Pandaren finds, he was able to find that there was another icon on the UI, most likely Mogu, as was revealed in an earlier MMO-Champion post. Dragonwing, also over at the MMO-Champion forums, allowed us to see into all of the new zones. A reminder that while many of the zones Dragon was able to look into were quite finished, this is beta and it could all change. While looking around the Valley of the Four Winds, Dragon noticed that this will probably be the area with the farming quests, and how it is completely blocked off from all other zones by one mean or another. While looking around the Karasang Wilds, Dragon found a large battle between Pandaren and an unknown sea creature. The Dread Waste was noticed to be the least finished zone, while having only one placeholder mob in it. Although unfinished, it was seen to have a very strong sense of the Sha corruption. In Kunlai Summit, the largest zone, the terrain varies from tundra to mountains in a huge expanse of land. This will definitely be a place that once you are able to fly, you will discover things previously hidden from you. The town Long Steeps was described by Dragonwing as like the Dread Waste without the corruption. Also, it seems the location of the Yak God will be in this zone. The Valley of Eternal Blossoms is a beautiful area most definitely, while also still being the smallest zone. There are many Mogu temples around this area, ranging in sizes between them all. Surprisingly, the Sha of Anger world boss is already up and about in the beta world. While still unanimated, this massive Sha's anger corrupts mobs around it, making them elite and causing them to attack anything within their range, essentially giving the boss trash to clear around it. It changes location fairly frequently, and Dragonwing mapped out locations where he found him to be spawned, seemingly always in one of 4 locations for now. It seems that Dragon also tried to explore the previously named Zandalari Island to the north, but was unable to get very close without bugging out. A post by MMO-Champion showed a lot of information on the pet battle system along with the pet journal. It gives you information on each pet, showing its attacks if you have it, or where to find it if you do not. Pets are broken down into 10 different types, and each gets its own strengths and weaknesses, along with a type-specific set of moves. And now to wrap everything up, post by MMO-Champion finished what the community found earlier, showing the rest of what is in the dungeon journal at the moment. A list of all, excluding 1 for bugged abilities, dungeon bosses were listed, showing things such as how the Brewer Mental will vary from fight to fight with abilities it can have, how in Mogushan Palace, Gekon will have an entourage, the race to beat Rattlegore before the whole room is filled with fire, and Master Snowdrift will be a truly deadly monk. That's all I got for now, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and also don't forget to give it a thumbs up.